game dedicated to a musical style that speaks to the alienated, acne-riddled 15-year-old boy who lives in all of our hearts.
Here's our review of Guilty Gear Judgment.
Those face-melting guitar riffs can only mean one thing. Guilty Gear.
Let's rock!
That's right. The fighting franchise a lot of gamers would consider the best in the biz is back. And this time, it's looking to get all up in your PSP's game hole. Unlike the previous games in the franchise, Guilty Gear Judgment is not a pure fighter. It's a side-scrolling beat-em-up like Golden Axe or Final Fight. Oh, 1980s, where did you go? We miss you. How come you never call anymore? Is it difficult? No. Is it interesting? Of course not. Is it good as far as side-scrolling beat-em-ups go? Now, before you fly off the handle because we reamed Guilty Gear, hold on. Because Guilty Gear Judgment is actually 2 games in 1. Yes, throw down cash for Judgment and you'll get Guilty Gear Reload X2 absolutely free. The classic fighter is finally available on the PSP, and it's still awesome. But we already knew that. So let's get back to the crappy side-scroller. Oh, did I ruin the surprise? As expected, the graphics have suffered on the jump to the PSP, and the perspective has been tweaked, which leads to some of the action being cut off. True gearheads will be happy to know that the heavy metal soundtrack is still around, and that means every single level sounds like this.
Let's rock!
Instead of this. All right, that's enough of the public domain Bryan Adams sound-alike.
Let's rock!
So, let's sum it all up. Kinda boring, not so difficult side-scrolling beat-em-up on its own, not a great game. Kinda boring, not so difficult side-scrolling beat-em-up that comes with a free version of the classic 2D fighter we all know and love, a pretty great game. Again, side-scroller, bad. Side-scroller plus fighter, good. Guilty Gear Judgment gets a 4 out of 5.
Rock will never die, but most hairband rock stars will eventually get sensible shag haircuts and tell boring stories about themselves on VH1. Or they did until VH1 became entirely populated by celeb reality. VH1, I am mad at you. You used to provide me with the very best and trashy washed-up rock stars. Now you're just a wall of breaking Bonaducci.